Entrepreneurs, meet your next business partner, AI. From smarter startups to scalable solutions, we're exploring 3 AI-powered ideas that could make you a millionaire. These aren't just dreams, they're pure AI dope.
Ever feel like you're juggling a dozen different things as an entrepreneur? Like salesperson, marketer, developer, customer service rep, all while just trying to keep the lights on.
Oh, absolutely. It's a constant challenge, especially for solopreneurs.
Well, imagine if you had a partner who could handle some of those tasks. Someone who never sleeps, never asks for a raise, and is always learning and adapting.
Sounds like a dream come true.
No, I'm not talking about some superhuman intern. I'm talking about AI agents and how they could be like a secret weapon for entrepreneurs.
That's an interesting thought, seeing AI step in to fill those gaps, especially for folks feeling that weight of wearing multiple hats.
Exactly. And today we're going to dive into 3 AI business ideas that could be worth millions. These ideas came from a conversation between a successful solopreneur and an AI expert.
Both grappling with those everyday entrepreneurial problems. Love it.
So the first idea, they call it the AI co-founder.
The AI co-founder.
You might be thinking, wait, can AI really be a co-founder? But hear me out. Imagine an AI agent that specializes in, let's say, marketing. This agent could analyze your competitors, come up with marketing campaigns, and even track how those campaigns perform while you focus on other parts of your business.
So it's like having a team of experts who are always up to date, working in the background.
Like having that marketing guru on call 24/7, but without the expensive consulting fees.
I like it.
And think about this. What if you had multiple AI agents? Like one for sales, one for customer support, even one acting as a virtual CTO, giving code suggestions.
It's not just answering basic questions anymore. These are programs analyzing complex data, making actual decisions.
It's almost like having super-powered employees. They can process information at a speed we can't even match. Now, you might be thinking, isn't this a little too futuristic?
It might sound like science fiction, but the tech is already here. We're seeing these AI agents used in so many industries already. Finance, healthcare, you name it.
And the key to making this AI co-founder idea work is personalization.
Right. It's not a one-size-fits-all AI. It has to be tailored to each entrepreneur, their specific needs.
The solopreneur we mentioned had a good perspective on this. He said to start with the tools entrepreneurs are already using and then integrate AI to make them more efficient.
Hey, want our free AI dope top AI tools that we use? Chat below. It's our live Google Sheets packed with over 100 killer tools, video, music, photos, AI voices, productivity, script writing, YouTube hacks, captions, the works, always growing, live Google Sheet, always free, AI, dope top AI tools that we use. Download and chat below. Back to the show.
So instead of replacing everything, it's about finding those places where AI can be most valuable and starting there. Makes sense.
Let's say you're already using a project management tool like Asana or Trello. You could have an AI that analyzes your tasks, prioritizes them, and even suggests ways to work better.
It's like a virtual assistant, but way smarter.
But for bootstrap startups, building this customized AI might seem daunting, expensive.
Well, the expert had some good advice there. He suggested starting with off-the-shelf AI APIs. Those are pre-built modules you can plug into your systems.
So you can leverage the power of AI without starting from scratch. Huge time and money saver, especially for early-stage companies.
Exactly. And as you get more data and feedback, you can refine your AI agents, turning them into those personalized co-founders that can really change how you run your business.
There are definitely a lot of details and challenges to building these AI co-founders, but the potential, undeniable.
It changes how we think about entrepreneurship. AI becomes a partner in building a business. Really fascinating.
So for all you solopreneurs out there, remember this AI might just be the co-founder you've been waiting for.
Now let's jump into the world of software development. This next AI business idea aims to solve a pain point every developer knows, keeping code clean, efficient, and up to date. It's called silent constant refactoring as a service.
I dabbled in coding a bit myself, and I could definitely relate to that feeling of staring at a messy code base. Like, where do I even begin?
And that's exactly what this idea aims to solve. Picture this. An AI agent. It's constantly analyzing your code base, finding areas to improve, suggesting how to refactor, and all without you lifting a finger.
Like having an army of code reviewers working behind the scenes.
And it goes beyond basic error tracking. This AI can perform simulations, run tests, even predict what you'll need in the future.
So it's not just fixing problems, it's actually preventing them. That's incredible.
Exactly. How many times have you had to refactor code because a new feature caused issues? This AI could stop those headaches before they even start,
It's almost like having an AI that's thinking steps ahead in the development process.
making everything smoother, faster, less prone to errors. Developers can focus on the creative stuff, not tedious maintenance.
This idea already has a fantastic name. Our solopreneur called it thiscodecouldbebetter.com.
Catchy, right? And a little bit of humor in there, too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm already thinking about the marketing. My code could be better mugs.
There you go. But, jokes aside, there are some real technical hurdles to overcome. How do we make sure the AI's suggestions actually improve things without creating new bugs?
Right, we don't want the cure to be worse than the disease. And how do you make sure it works with different coding styles and projects? Every code base is unique.
All valid concerns. Any entrepreneur building this would need to address them. But let's imagine for a minute that those challenges are solved. What could thiscodecouldbebetter.com offer to developers and businesses?
Well, think about the cost of hiring multiple developers just to do constant refactoring. That's a huge expense, especially for startups.
This AI agent could automate a lot of that, freeing up developers to focus on more important things.
In a world where software development is always a race against time, that efficiency could be a game changer.
And the solopreneur had another interesting thought. He imagined this service becoming a platform to connect developers with potential employers.
So it's not just about better code, it's about better careers too.
Exactly. Imagine a developer showcasing their skills by actually building a prototype of thiscodecouldbebetter.com and then using that to land a job at a company like Sentry, for example.
It's like a proactive job application, showing you're not just talking about AI, you're building it and solving problems.
Love it. Now, on the business side, how would we price this service?
Well, a simple one-size-fits-all model probably wouldn't work, considering how complex it is to run.
The solopreneur mentioned that for big companies, you might even need to go beyond the typical software as a service, the SaaS model, and offer something on their own servers.
Meaning, instead of the AI accessing their code in the cloud, it's directly on their servers for security reasons.
Exactly. That way, they have more control over their data, which is a big deal for large organizations, especially with sensitive code bases.
But for smaller companies and individual developers, a SaaS model could still work.
Right. And the pricing could depend on a few things. Like you could charge based on how many code repositories are connected to the service.
So the more repositories a company wants the AI to analyze, the more they pay.
You got it. Aligns the price with the value.
You could also have different price tiers based on how often the AI does its analysis.
Yeah, a company that wants daily suggestions would pay more than one that's okay with weekly checks.
Gives people flexibility and control over their costs.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, the price should reflect the value this service provides, which, as we've discussed, could be pretty substantial.
Thiscodecouldbebetter.com is a really interesting idea, addressing a real need in software development.
It's a tough challenge, technically speaking, but it offers a significant return on investment for those who are willing to embrace AI.
Okay, get ready, because our final $1 million AI business idea tackles a problem that's becoming more and more common: information overload.
Information overload. I think we can all relate to that.
It's called the Trust the Data platform. Imagine AI being your personal curator, sifting through all that data and giving you personalized insights.
In a world where we're bombarded with information from everywhere, that sounds incredibly valuable.
Remember when you could actually keep up with what your friends posted online?
Me neither. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose.
It's the information deluge. Podcasts, articles, social media news, it never ends. The Trust the Data platform wants to change that. It imagines AI cutting through all that noise and giving you just what you need in the format you want. Whether it's a summary, a video, a personalized newsletter.
So it's more than just summarizing. It's about curating and connecting information to give you a complete picture.
Exactly. Instead of wasting time trying to piece things together yourself, you have an AI that does it for you.
Streamlining the learning process. I like it.
Now, this platform could adapt to how different people learn. Some like to read, some like to listen, some are visual learners. This AI could adjust to all those preferences.
That's where the power of personalization comes in. It makes learning not just informative, but actually enjoyable.
And this is where our soulpreneur brought up a funny but spot-on example: the horse world.
The horse world. Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Think about it. Horse people have their own magazines, podcasts, forums, everything. It's a whole world of information. And if you love horses, you want to stay up to date.
Right. But keeping up with all that can be a lot, especially if you have other things going on in your life.
And that's where the Trust the Data platform comes in. Imagine an AI that gathers all the relevant horse content, filters it based on your interests, and then delivers it to you in a format you'll enjoy. Daily emails, a podcast feed, even a video playlist.
Making information accessible and engaging, helping people connect with their passions in a way that actually fits their life.
But how do we make sure these AI summaries are accurate and unbiased? We don't want it just repeating clickbait or pushing an agenda.
That's a crucial point. Any entrepreneur building this would need to address that carefully.
Our solopreneur believes that the best versions of this idea will come from people who are already experts in their field.
Makes sense. They understand the nuances and potential problems and can make sure the AI stays accurate and objective.
So it's not about replacing human expertise, it's about combining the two. Using AI to make human knowledge reach more people.
Now let's imagine how this could evolve. It could go beyond summarizing content and actually help people solve problems within their niche.
So Trust the Data platform could go from being an information source to helping people do things.
Think about our horse world example again. If you're gathering all that info, you could have an AI that helps people find things like a good vet in their area, or maybe source specialized horse equipment. Even connect with other horse enthusiasts for trail rides.
That's incredible. The possibilities are endless when you combine personalized information with AI solutions.
It's about taking that knowledge and making it actionable, helping people not just learn, but do.
And from a business perspective, this has huge potential. People are hungry for curated information in their niche, and they'll pay for convenience and expertise.
For sure. And there are many ways to make money with this. You could have different subscription levels, charge per summary, even create premium content bundles.
And as the platform grows, you could even have targeted ads for businesses that cater to that specific community. Another way to bring in revenue.
But the most important thing is building trust with your audience. They need to believe that the AI is giving them accurate, reliable info that truly meets their needs.
And that's where that human touch, that expertise within the niche is so important.
Finding that balance where AI and human intelligence work together to create something truly valuable.
It's clear that AI isn't about replacing humans. It's about making us better, more efficient, more informed.
It's a tool that can help us do things we never thought possible.
We've looked at AI as a co-founder, as a code optimizer, and as a personalized information curator. These are just 3 examples.
And it brings us back to you. What are you passionate about? What's your niche? What knowledge do you have that could be combined with AI to create something new?
Could you be the bridge between AI and a community that needs curated knowledge or AI solutions?
Maybe you're an amazing gardener or a vintage car expert. Could you share that knowledge with a larger audience through an AI-powered platform?
Imagine an AI gardening app that gives you hyperlocal planting advice, pest control tips, and even connects you with local nurseries.
Or a platform for vintage car owners to help them find rare parts, connect with skilled mechanics, or even figure out classic car insurance.
These are just examples, but they could be million-dollar businesses, waiting for someone with the right passion and drive to make them real.
And you don't need to be a tech genius to use AI. There are so many tools and resources that make it easier than ever to include AI in your business, even if you don't code.
And building these AI businesses can be more than just making money. It can be about sharing what you love, connecting with others, and making a positive impact.
It's taking something you're passionate about and amplifying it, using AI to reach more people and build a community.
Our solopreneur also made a really interesting point about how building these AI businesses can be like a proactive job application.
Ah, yes. Show up to an interview not just with a resume, but with a working prototype of something that solves the company's problems. That's a powerful statement.
It's like saying, look what I can do. I'm not just talking about innovation, I'm making it happen.
Especially in AI, that kind of action speaks volumes.
It reminds us that the best way to learn is by doing. Don't be afraid to experiment, to build, to try things out.
You never know what doors might open.
And building an AI-powered business isn't going to be easy. There will be tough times, setbacks, moments when you want to quit.
It's about resilience, determination, and being open to learning and adapting. It's about embracing the whole entrepreneurial journey, the ups and the downs.
And remember, you don't have to go it alone. There are so many resources out there to help you. Online communities, accelerators, incubators. Find your people. those who share your passion and can guide you.
Exactly. Find your tribe.
Before we finish this part of our deep dive, I want to talk about something that's often forgotten when we talk about AI business ideas: storytelling.
Storytelling. It's what connects us all, makes complicated ideas relatable and easier to remember. And in the world of AI, where things can feel a bit impersonal, stories are more important than ever.
It's about showing the human side of the technology, how it can inspire us.
Out of all the ideas we talked about today, which one resonated with you the most? AI co-founder, thiscodecoulddbetter.com, or the trust the data platform? I'm curious.
I bet the one that stuck with you was the one that felt most relatable, maybe even a bit funny, like that horse world example. It might not be something everyone is into, but the way our solopreneur told it, with humor and real-world examples, made it interesting and memorable.
It's not just about the tech, it's about the story you tell around it. And the better you tell that story, the better you'll connect with your audience.
So as you're thinking about your own AI business ideas, remember how powerful storytelling is. Craft narratives that connect with people, show the human impact, and paint a clear picture of the problem you're solving.
Because in the end, it's the stories that truly make a difference.
We've covered so much in this deep dive, but we always want to leave you with something to think about, a spark to get your own ideas flowing.
So, here's our final thought for you. What if AI could help us bridge the gap between all that data we have and turning it into actionable insights, helping us make smarter decisions and find new opportunities?
We've seen some of that potential today, but it's just the beginning. What other incredible possibilities are out there? What problems could you solve? What value could you create by using AI and your own expertise?
That's for you to discover.
And we can't wait to see what you come up with.
We've been talking about all the exciting potential of AI, but it's also important to remember that with every powerful tool comes the responsibility to use it wisely.
You're absolutely right. We need to think about the potential downsides of AI and make sure we're using it in a way that benefits everyone.
It's not about being afraid of AI, it's about approaching it cautiously and thinking about the ethical implications.
Definitely. And one of the biggest concerns is that AI could be used to manipulate people, especially as these systems become more sophisticated.
Yeah, I can see that. Imagine an AI marketing system that's so good at targeting you, it convinces you to buy things you don't need.
Or an AI news aggregator that filters information just to reinforce your own biases, creating an echo chamber.
That's a bit unsettling. It really highlights how important transparency and accountability are in AI development.
We need to be sure these systems are designed and used in a way that respects people and their rights.
Absolutely. It's about having open conversations about the potential risks, even as we're excited about the possibilities.
It's a tough balance,
Yeah.
but one we need to strive for if we want AI to be a positive force.
And I think a big part of that is remembering AI is just a tool. It can be used for good or bad depending on the people creating and using it.
That's such a good point. AI doesn't have its own agenda. It reflects the values of its creators.
Exactly. It's up to us to make sure those values align with a better, more equitable world.
Now, with all this talk about AI and tech, it's easy to forget about the human side of things.
Oh, for sure. We can't forget about things like creativity, empathy, and connection.
Even as we embrace AI, we have to cultivate those human qualities.
The solopreneur we talked to really stressed that. He talked about how important it is to find a human co-founder, someone to share the journey with, bounce ideas off of, and have that human connection.
It's a good reminder that even with all this AI, human relationships are still crucial.
Those relationships are going to shape the future of AI.
So, as we wrap up our deep dive into these AI business ideas, I want to leave you with a challenge.
A challenge. Okay, I like it. What is it?
Think beyond the algorithms and data, and think about the human stories that AI can help us tell.
I love that.
We've talked about AI personalizing information, optimizing code, even being a co-founder.
Right.
But what about using AI to connect with people on a deeper level, to share experiences, build empathy and understanding?
Wow, that's powerful. What would that look like?
Imagine a platform that helps refugees share their stories, connecting them with sponsors, jobs, even new friends.
Or an AI that helps seniors with dementia preserve their memories and connect with loved ones.
Those are just two examples of how AI can be used to make a positive impact through human connection.
It's where technology meets human empathy and compassion. That's where we'll see real change.
As you think about your own AI journey, remember it's not just about building smart machines.
It's about using those machines to empower people, solve real problems, and make the world better.
Remember those 3 business ideas. They're not just concepts, they're invitations to explore, experiment, and create.
So go out there and build something amazing. We can't wait to see what you come up with.
Until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and keep diving deep.
You know, we've been talking a lot about the exciting stuff AI can do, but we also got to remember that every powerful tool comes with responsibility, right? We need to use it wisely.
That's a really good point. We have to be mindful of the potential downsides, make sure these technologies benefit everyone, not just a select few.
Yeah, exactly. It's not about being scared of AI. It's about approaching it with like a healthy dose of caution and thinking about the ethics involved.
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest worries people have is that AI could be used to manipulate people, especially as it gets more and more advanced.
Right, like imagine an AI-powered marketing system that's so good at figuring out what you want, what you're insecure about, that it can basically trick you into buying stuff you don't even need.
Or think about an AI news aggregator that filters information to only show you stuff that confirms your existing biases.
Yeah.
You end up in this echo chamber, never exposed to different viewpoints.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. It shows how important transparency and accountability are when we're developing AI.
We need to make sure these systems respect people's autonomy and their rights.
Totally. And that means having open and honest conversations about the potential risks of AI, even while we're celebrating all the amazing things it can do.
It's a delicate balance to strike, for sure. But it's one we have to try to get right if we want a future where AI is a force for good.
And I think a key part of finding that balance is remembering that at the end of the day, AI is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad. It depends on us, the people who create and use it.
That's a great point. AI doesn't have its own goals or morals. It's a reflection of the people behind it.
Exactly. So it's on us to make sure that those values, those goals, are about creating a better and fairer world.
Now, with all this talk about AI and all the technical stuff, it's easy to lose sight of the human element.
Oh, absolutely. We can't forget about things like human creativity, empathy, and connection. Those are essential.
And even as we embrace AI, we got to make sure we're also cultivating those human qualities in ourselves and in others.
The solopreneur we interviewed had some really insightful thoughts on this. He talked about how important it is to find a human co-founder, someone to share the entrepreneurial journey with, bounce ideas off of, and just have that human connection.
It's a good reminder that even in a world that's becoming more and more reliant on AI, human relationships are still at the heart of things, especially when it comes to building successful businesses.
Those relationships, those collaborations, they're ultimately going to shape how we use and develop AI in the future.
So as we come to the end of our deep dive into these AI business ideas, I want to leave you with a challenge.
A challenge. Okay, I'm all ears.
I want you to think beyond the algorithms and the data. I want you to think about the human stories that AI can help us tell.
That's a powerful thought. Tell me more.
We've talked about AI personalizing information, optimizing code, even acting as a co-founder.
Right. All fascinating stuff.
But what about using AI to connect with people on a deeper level? To share experiences, to build empathy and understanding between people.
Wow, that's a whole other level. What could that look like in practice?
Well, imagine an AI-powered platform that helps refugees share their stories with the world, connecting them with potential sponsors, employers, even new friends in their new countries.
Or what about an AI that helps seniors who are struggling with dementia preserve their memories and connect with their loved ones through, personalized photo albums and interactive stories?
Those are just a couple of examples. There's so many ways we can use AI to amplify human connection and make a real difference in people's lives.
It's at that intersection of technology, empathy, and compassion where I think we'll see some of the most amazing and positive changes in the years to come.
So as you start your own AI journey, remember, it's not just about building smart machines.
It's about using those machines to empower people, solve real problems, and make the world a better place.
And remember, those 3 incredible business ideas we talked about today, they're not just concepts, they're invitations for you to explore, to experiment, to create something new and amazing.
And if you want another AI dope deep dive, check this next video and ask yourself, how lucky are we to live in these AI dope times?